Imagine working tirelessly for months, only to have your life cut tragically short at just 26 years old. This was the devastating reality of Anna Sebastian Pereira, a young chartered accountant who died just 4 months into her new job at Ernst& Young, India. Her mother claims the cause was overwork and a toxic corporate culture that glorifies long hours. Today we'll explore the heartbreaking story and its implication for workplace culture in India and beyond. In today's fast-paced world, the pressure to succeed in our career is immense, but at what cost? The recent death of Anna Sebastian Perel has sparked a national conversation in India about work-life balance, employee well-being, and corporate responsibility. Let's dive into this complex and emotionally charged issue. Anna's story began with hope and ambition. In March 2024, she joined EY India's Pune office as an audit and assurance executive. It was her first job after passing her chartered accountant exam, and she was thrilled to work for such a prestigious company. But according to her mother, Anita Augustine, things quickly took a dark turn. Just 4 months later, on July 20th, 2024, Anna passed away. While the exact cause of death hasn't been publicly disclosed, her mother believes it was directly related to work stress and exhaustion. To understand how we got here, we need to look at the broader context of work culture in India. India's rapid economic growth over the past few decades has created immense opportunities, but also intense competition. Long working hours have become normalized in many industries, particularly in the corporate sector. According to a 2019 study by the International Labour Organization, Indians work an average of 47.7 hours per week, one of the highest figures globally. This culture of overwork has deep roots in India's economic transformation and the desire to prove oneself in a competitive job market. However, it's increasingly coming under scrutiny as awareness grows about its impact on mental and physical health. Anna's case has brought these issues into sharp focus. Her mother's email to EY India's chairman, which was later leaked online, paints a disturbing picture of a young professional pushed to her limits. The allegation has sparked outrage on social media, with many sharing their own experiences of toxic work cultures and unreasonable expectations. EY India has responded to the tragedy, expressing condolences and stating that they take employee well-being seriously. However, critics argue that their response doesn't address the underlying issues. This case has implications far beyond just one company or industry. It raises important questions about the responsibility of employers to protect employee health and well-being, the need for stronger labor laws and enforcement in India, the role of company culture in perpetuating unhealthy work practices, the personal cost of prioritizing career success over health and relationships. Let's look at how this issue impacts different groups. For employees, the pressure to overwork can lead to burnout, mental health issues, and in extreme cases, physical health problems or even death. It can also strain personal relationships and overall quality of life. For companies, while pushing employees to work long hours may seem productive in the short term, it can lead to decreased productivity, higher turnover, and damage to companies' reputation. For the economy, a culture of overwork can actually harm economic productivity in the long run by leading to a less healthy, less creative workforce. For the society, the normalization of overwork can contribute to broader social issues like declining birth rates as people feel they don't have the time for family life. It's important to note that there are different perspectives on this issue. Some argue that long hours are necessary for career advancement and to stay competitive in a global economy. They might say that employees have a choice to leave if they find the work too demanding. Others contend that companies have an ethical obligation to protect their employees' well-being, and that a culture of overwork is ultimately counterproductive. There's also a cultural aspect to consider. Some see the willingness to work long hours as a virtue and a sign of dedication. Others argue this mindset is outdated and harmful. As we grapple with these complex issues, it's clear that change is needed. But what might that change look like? Some potential solutions being discussed include stricter enforcement of labor laws, including limits on working hours, company policies that actively discourage overwork and promote work-life balance, greater emphasis on productivity rather than hours worked, cultural shift that prioritize employee well-being alongside business success. As we look to the future, several questions remains. Can India maintain its economic growth while shifting away from a culture of overwork? How can companies balance the demands of a competitive global market with the well-being of their employees? What role should government regulation play in addressing these issues? How can individuals advocate for healthier work environments without jeopardizing their careers? Anna Sebastian Pereira's tragic story serves as a wake-up call. It reminds us that behind every corporate success story, there are real human beings with limits and needs beyond their professional lives. As we move forward, it's crucial that we continue this conversation and work towards creating work environment that allow people to thrive both professionally and personally. What do you think? Have you experienced or witnessed a culture of overwork? What changes would you like to see in your work culture or workplace culture? Share your thoughts in the comment below. If you found this video informative, please like and share it to help raise awareness about this important issue. And don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth explainers on current events and social issues. Here are some suggested sources for further reading. Working Time Around the World by International Labour Organization. Employee Mental Health and Burnout in Asia, A Time to Act by McKinsey and Company. The research is clear, long hours backfire for people and for companies from Harvard Business Review. Thank you for joining me today. See you in the next video.